let me ask you something. Does this shirt make me look biased? We got another Bearded and Cole cover challenge coming right up. Hey everybody, what's going on? Hope you're having a safe and awesome week. You heard it at the top. We got another Bearded and Cole cover challenge. This time it's hero covers. The only two rules I think Bearded said was you have to own the comic and it's got to be a hero cover. So pretty simple. If you happen to join in on this, make sure you tag Bearded and Cole, and we'll leave links to their Instagrams and everything down in the description. That way they can put you in the playlist. This is a super fun thing to do. It's just so difficult. It's super fun because I've gone through, see, we got 4 long boxes and about 8 or 9, 10, whatever, short boxes. And you go through stuff and you're like, wow, I completely forgot I even had this cover. So, I mean, it's super fun, but man, is it difficult. It is so difficult. Now, I don't necessarily have my first 9 or so, because I think I did 10 covers plus an extra thing that I pulled just in case it really can't be used, but I had to show it off because it's a really dope cover. You might hear some clickety-clacking going around, hands going crazy over here. But the last one I'm going to show off is my number one. It's kind of a low-hanging fruit one, but it's, these are covers I picked out. So hopefully you join in on this too. This is super fun. Both these guys are awesome. So without further ado, without any more rambling from me, because as always, there's going to be some rambling later on. Let's get started with this. Now, you'll notice I'm trying to, because I still can't get my camera rights and lefts figured out. I'm sitting off to the side a little bit because I'm going to try, just in case you can't see the covers here, to put a picture on the side. And I have certain books that have some fold-out stuff. I'm going to try to get pictures of those up there too, because it'll be easier to do that than, trying to get you to see it on the camera. Anyway, here we go. Starting off with number one. In no particular order, like I said. This is American Dreams. Number one. This is cover A. This is a book by Daniel Calvin. The cover is by Nitho Diaz. Hopefully I'm saying that right, and Tommy Shelton. This is soon to be released from Band of Bards Publishing. Just to give you a little bit of a synopsis on this, because maybe not a lot of people know about this one. This is set in, I think, 1900s New York, around that time. And it's about a Jewish immigrant named Jake Gold, who's caught in an experiment by Thomas Edison that goes awry. And he gains powers and becomes a superhero named Liberty. I believe there's a lot of historical figures in this. It's been just a little bit since I've read it. But I do remember the story was really good, and I'm super excited for Daniel now that he's going to be going through Band of Bards, to get more people in on this, because it's a super cool story. I remember that much. I just can't remember every little detail. But anyway, that's my first one, American Dreams, the cover A, Nitho Diaz, Tommy Shelton. All right, next up is a variant that we got from a comic store when we were visiting Will Radford and Alan Dunford. We were in North Carolina for my birthday. They drove from West Virginia. We kind of met in the middle in Winston-Salem. While we were waiting for them, we found a comic shop there called Sailfish. And this is the Warped Sailfish Comics exclusive of Secret Weapons #1. Now, The reason we got this is the person on the cover. This is Livewire. Livewire has got to be in my top 3 or 4 Valiant characters, and you'll see another Valiant person on this list. But super cool. She has I want to say it's called Technokinesis, but so this is written by, and I'm going to pre-apologize because I am terrible with names. Eric Heiserer is the writer, and the cover was by Juan Jose Rip, I believe. But yeah, super cool cover, super cool character. If you ever get a chance, check her out. So yeah, that's the Warped Sailfish Comics exclusive, cover by Juan Jose Rip, Livewire on the cover, Secret Weapons #1. Moving right along, we have a character that Jenna loves and a character that I love that's part of the Spider-Verse. There's so many of them, but this is Spider-Punk #1 from Marvel. Make sure I got my stand going good. There we go. I've always messed up this character's name because I want to say Obi Brown. I know people have said his name, but I personally always just forget because I just say Spider-Punk. But he's from Earth 138. This was written by Cody Ziegler, and the cover was by Olivier Coipel and Alejandro Sanchez. Spider-Punk's just a dope character. We have a pop around here somewhere with him and his guitar. I don't know what it is about him, just English punk spider. He's a dope character. And like I said, the cover's very plain, and I get that, but there's just something about it to me that I'm just like, this would be his hero pose. Just sitting up against the wall, like, just hanging out. But yeah, so, Spider-Punk #1 from Marvel, Olivier Coipel and Alejandro Sanchez. So, super dope. Alright, now this next one, like I said, I'm going to try to take some pictures of. I will do my best to show it on camera. Whew. This one is going a little deep back for me. This is Batman Nightfall #19, issue 500. This is by Doug Moench. Again, I am so sorry. I'm terrible with names, y'all. And the cover, I believe, is by Kevin Nolan. But I'm gonna take this out of the bag real fast. I'm gonna show you. We got the board too. Got this right here. Open that up a little bit. Let you see inside there. I cannot remember. I think it's Jean-Pierre. I cannot remember the name of. It's been a long time, folks, since I've read this. But anyway, so we have that, but I also still have. See if you can see. Well, if I can do the camera correctly. A little Batman postcard there. And then in the back, I got the new Batman postcard there. So still intact. But yeah, like I said, it's been a while since I've read this story, but I know that I like it. I collected a bunch of this story. I don't think I have all of it, but I got a good chunk of it. So yeah, that is Batman Nightfall #19, issue 500, covered by Kevin Nolan. Moving back into the Valiant universe, and I will go ahead and say, folks, if you've never read anything from Valiant, usually their first volumes of their trades are like $10. A lot of awesome characters. Shadow Man, Bloodshot, which Bloodshot had a new run come out this year that was one of the best Bloodshot runs I've ever read. There's Ninjak. There's Livewire, like I said. So many characters, including this next one. This is Exo Manowar #2. This is from the Robert Venditti. I believe I'm saying that right. Robert Venditti run. Oh, I love this character. I love this cover with him fighting the Vine. It's just a super dope character, super dope cover. That was done by Jelena Kevik Jurjevic. Hopefully I got somewhat close to that, y'all. Easy names I'm terrible with, so ones that are a little more stretched out really give me a problem. But hopefully I am close to that, and I apologize to anybody if I butcher your name. But yeah, just a dope cover. This, I believe I have most of this, not only run in the single issues, but I'm pretty sure I picked up most of the trades for this run. There's just 2012 Valiant and the early Valiant stuff and some of the stuff from recent years just has been amazing. If you've never read Valiant characters before or any Valiant book, honestly, like I said, $10 first trades, or volume ones, I should say, and every now and then you can find what's called a dollar debut from certain characters. That's how Sean got into Valiant. But just a super dope cover. Exo Manowar #2, Jelena Kevik Jurjevic. Alright, now here comes a series that I have to be totally honest about. I don't know how many issues behind on it. I have read the first 2 or 3. But going through the box, when I found this one, I said, that's the cover I'm going to use for this series. That would be, stand here, Radiant Black, #10. This was written by Kyle Higgins, and this is, I want to say this is cover A, I believe, by Eleonora Carlini. But, y'all, I know it's a #10, but a lot of these covers were hard to choose from. Okay, they were, but this one was it just spoke to me. It's like, bro, that's one of the most heroic poses you're gonna see from this series. The whole, like I said, all the covers are great. This is a very hard challenge, y'all. It really is, but super fun. Again, I need to get back into this one. Like I said, I think I've only read like 2 or 3 issues, but there you go. Radiant Black #10 covered by Eleonora Carlini. Now, we're getting to a character that I've been a little upset that he hasn't been in the movies yet. Maybe they're waiting for the right opportunity to bring him in. We got like a weird, I don't want to say weird, we got kind of a cameo for him in Thor Ragnarok. You might have guessed who this character is. And I don't know why I love this character so much, but I do. And this is Beta Ray Bill. This is from the Secret Invasions Aftermath. Beta Ray Bill, The Green of Eden. I didn't write that in my notes. The Green of Eden. Just look at this cover, though. Just look at it. I don't know why this character hasn't been brought in yet. I don't know what it is. I'm just like, hey, it's a half-horse alien. And Stormbreaker to me, like, say what you want about Mjolnir, okay? Mjolnir's cool, but Stormbreaker, at least this one, the one in the movies is alright. It's alright. This one, though, there's just something about this weapon, there's something about this character that, I'm going to be honest, I've actually liked a little more than Thor. But this was written by Kieron Gillen, and this cover was done by Marko Djurjevic. just super impressive. Like, I hopefully you can see when I post the picture just how this is just such a amazing cover. This was a great job. So yeah, again, let me move on, because if not, I'm going to gush about this, and that video is going to be like an hour long, and they don't need that in their playlist. This is Beta Ray Bill, Secret Invasion, Aftermath, The Green of Eden. I don't know why I keep forgetting that part. But again, Marko Djurdjevic. Now this next one, it's not something that I'm like upset about, but it's something I wish they would have continued. And that was the New Age of Heroes. And this character is from Sideways, #1. And this is Sideways. This was... It was very strange because it says story and dialogue. So I'm just going to lump these three guys together. This is Kenneth Rocafort, Dan DiDio. I always feel like I'm saying that name wrong, and I probably have again. And Justin Jordan. And the cover was actually done by Kenneth Rocafort. Man, I loved this character. I was like, the power is cool. Yes, I understand for a lot of people it kind of felt like they were doing a Spider-Man thing with teenager and everything, but he could do like this, like tear fabrics in space-time and travel through them. I think the only thing was he could only go to places that he's been before, but I can't remember. Again, the series to me was let go way too early. Most of the Age of Heroes stuff was awesome. I really enjoyed it. This character being my top one. So yeah, this is Sideways #1, the Kenneth Rocafort cover. Now this next one is kind of in the same vein. This is one that, again, I haven't read all 5 issues, but I have read a few. I want to say that Sean has the trade of it, so for me that's awesome. I can just sit down and read the whole thing straight through. I don't have to try to find the other issues. But this is from AWA Upshot, and this is Erratic #1. This is written by, and I'm going to try here, it is either K.R. Andrews or just Carr Andrews, with the variant cover. This is a variant cover by Mike Deodato Jr. I haven't given a lot of premises to this other book, but the main thing that drew me to this one, and Sean was the first person that grabbed this. He's like, dude, it's a 15-year-old who has superpowers, but only for 10 minutes at a time. So I could be off on maybe he only has 10 minutes worth of superpowers, but I think it's only 10 minutes at a time. Somebody please correct me if I'm wrong about that. I'm going to go back and read it, but yeah, it's a super cool cover. Like, it does have a Spider-Man vibe to it, and I think maybe that's what the artist was going for. But nonetheless, super dope cover. Erratic #1, variant cover by Mike Deodato Jr. AWA has some great books too. So, alright, now before I get to my last one, I have one that it probably still follows the rules, but I wasn't sure because I don't remember seeing Bearded putting a full trade of something up. But I had to shout this one out because not only is it one of my favorite superhero stories, and I mean out of Marvel, DC, what have you, the cover to me is just super, super dope. And I'm going to hold this one up because it's not going to be able to, I don't think my little stand here is going to be able to hold it. This is from Comics Tribe, and this is the Standard Ultimate Collection, the silver one. They also have a gold one, but I got the silver one. And poor thing, it's survived a couple of moves, but not without some battle damage to it. There's some scratches and things like that. But this is by John Lees, and I want to say that the cover art was Jonathan Rector. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure it's from Jonathan Rector. But John Lees, I've said it many times. I'm pretty sure Bearded's heard me say it ad nauseum to. John Lees is amazing. I love a lot of his work. I love a lot of his Comics Tribe work. If you've never checked out Comics Tribe, please do so. Super dope stuff they're having over there. I'm pretty sure I've bothered Tyler James over there just by telling him, dude, everything you do should be a movie. Everything you should do should be a TV show. This book is right up there with Kingdom Come and Old Man Logan to me, and Civil War. This should be up there with those books. So again, just hopefully you can see that. Might be too shiny, I'm not sure. But yeah. Like I said, I didn't see Bearded hold up a trade, but I didn't actually hear if we could do trades or if they were just issues. But I just had to throw that one out there. Okay, now this next one. I'm going to preface this by saying, and I'm going to give away who the character is. I am an unapologetic Superman fan. I don't care if other people don't like him. Everybody else says he's overpowered. To me, it's not about his strength. It's about being the best person you can be, even having all that power. I think that's more of the theme for Superman to me. And granted, don't get me wrong, being fast and being able to fly and being super strong and all that stuff is awesome. But the fact that this dude has to make a conscious effort every morning he wakes up to not bump into somebody too hard. He's got to control that, to not lose his temper. To me, he's always going to hold a special place in my heart. He's my first comic book character. I remember the first Superman movie. I was 4 or 5 when I started watching it, and that's when I fell in love. The '78 Christopher Reeve Superman movie. I've just always loved Superman. So, this might not be the flashiest cover you're going to see, but it holds a special place in my heart, and that is my 1992, and I have a couple different ones, but my 1992 reprint, naturally, because, trust me, of Action Comics #1. What can I say? It's, to me, one of the most iconic covers. Even if somebody doesn't like comic books, most of the time they know this cover. Naturally, this was written by Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster. I'm going to be super honest, big as a fan I am, I don't know exactly who did the cover. I might have found out at one time and just forgot. But if anybody else knows who did this cover, put it down in the comments here. Let me know. Bearded Cole, if you know, let me know. Again, folks, I understand that Superman is OP, but for all the reasons I listed before, that's why I love the character, and that's why I was just like, this is the cover that's going to be the last cover that I show in this challenge. So, Action Comics #1 from 1938, but this is obviously the 1992 reprint. I think I also got a Loot Crate one and one other one somewhere, like from '88 or something. I don't remember. Or this could just be the one that I'm talking about that's not '88, it's '92. But anyway, just couldn't help it. Had to put this one on there. Alright, now before I go, I don't know if they've ever done this before, Bearded and Colt. Again, please let me know if you've already done this. But if I could suggest something, and I got 3 things here just because I was digging through the box. Could eventually, or if you've already done it, I apologize. Could eventually we do like a team-up cover? The only reason I ask is because I have things like, and these are all Marvel, I believe, because this is the box I was in. I have Marvel Team-Up Spider-Man Red Sonja. I've got so many Spider-Man ones. Marvel Team-Up Spider-Man Black Panther. I don't know why I'm setting him in here, but yeah. And then finally, one of the most natural team-ups, we got Power Man and Iron Fist. So just a suggestion. If I've missed that challenge before, I'll go back and watch the videos. But just I have so many Marvel team ups and other team up books from around that time. So, whoop. But anyway, folks, hopefully I can edit this down. Hopefully you hung around for the whole thing. We'll link everything in the description. Join this challenge. It's super fun. Subscribe to Cole and Bearded. Bearded is so close to 1,000 subs. I don't remember when exactly I joined, but I joined before he hit 800. I know that much. And subscribe to Cole as well. They both do super awesome stuff. This is an awesome thing that y'all do every couple of months. I really enjoy when I can, jumping in on it. I think Sean hit the last one, so I guess it was just my turn to hit this one. But thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Join this challenge. It's so dope. You know, Sean will have something fun on either side. I always have 50-50 chance, and I always say that. I'm very good at repeating myself. But you take care. You have an awesome weekend, and I'll see you next time. Red Tots.